Good afternoon, YouTubers. It is January the 21st, 2026, and I get the pleasure of doing a video for Doug in Iowa. And I want to make Doug feel like he's here. This is a good-looking Subaru here, but we're going to go over it and show him every flaw, every spot in it, every nick, and every cranny to the best of my ability here. Look at the roof. The roof there is in great shape. Now that is just a piece of trash, and this is an agriculture edition, Doug. And look across the windshield here, no rust, a good looking front end here. We got some clear headlights there, and they do have a little bit of light tarnish there on the inside. Now the bumper here, the bumper is in great shape. We do have a little bit of a white scuff there, probably from another mini truck would be a great guess. So, ooh, this one has chrome vent shades. Doug was looking at another one, and now that I'm at this angle, I can see a dent there in the roof. It's really not too noticeable, but I can see that, Doug. But this one does have chrome vent shades. Look at the door here. All right, we do have a little scratch there down to the metal. Surface rust. No dents in the door here. Good looking door jamb. This here's just some dirt off my shoe. Okay, we do have a good looking seat with a small side tear there on this truck. This does have the more comfortable seats, Doug, and a little bit more advantage than the other one. But and let's look under the mat here. We do always want to put that back. That's just some dirt there. Good looking, no rust. And take my foot and pop that back down. The kick wall is in great shape. Brand new tires. Them are the Iron Man radials, and the frame there on that truck, and you can see at this angle here, excellent. The cross members, look at the bottom of the bed at the shape it's in. We do have some dirt coming out the driveway and stuff here, like on the inner fender there, and you can see some mud. We actually had some mud where we washed some trucks today, and I had to drive through it coming up here. We've got some, this right here is made as a protector, but it's got some scuffs there. We got some paint wear here. Looked like maybe they had a strap there at some point. And this right here has rubbed against this. They've left that rail down. You'll probably do it too. Definitely if you go to haul anything in the bed or anything. The seam here in the bed is in great shape and no rust. Now we have a dent and impression there. We have a dent there with a scuff down to the metal. So we got a little surface rust there. Okay, 4-washer truck. So that is great. And this one has bed chains. And it's got some wear in the bed here. It's been used. You can see here on the bed here where they've slid stuff, that rail too that folds down. The back of the cab here, and where they've tied around. When you put hooks here and stuff, very common wear. Hey, let's fire it up. Let me get the key. Actually, for some reason, I know I was going to open the engine cover because Doug really wanted to focus towards rust in the frame. Man, that thing fires right up. This truck is a 1996 5-speed with the extra low agriculture edition with 30,000 miles on it. And I'm going to let this engine cover down here. And you can see some wear here on the hinges where you slide stuff in and out. And you can use anything to open these. You do need to push on it. I will say that, so I'm going to use my knife here and push in on it and open it. And you can hear that motor. There's the exhaust. You can see some wear there and little bitty pit holes there, but that exhaust does not have no blow by, no water, nothing like that, no condensation, which is very good. That's what you want, and you want to hear that motor run like that. It's not spitting and sputtering and missing. Very key things. Definitely with Subaru, they can be tedious, and we'll dial them in. I do see a small dent there, sort of like an outward ping dent there, very small. Matter of fact, I'm not sure you can see it, but there is one there. I can see it here with my eye. Oh, we do have a battery cover. I think this is the only one that has a battery cover. Here's where that is rubbed here on the fender. This thing runs very smooth. Look underneath the bed here. Look at the rails, the railing, everything. This frame rail here. And you can see that frame rail, the inside of that frame rail over there. Absolutely no rust. The cab corners there. Now we do have a few small scratches here on the back of the cab. Well, that's just dirt there. That will come off this door here. And we don't polish them up or buff them, so you can do that. I do recommend, if you want to for it to shine and look good and preserve it, to do that as well. Now the fun part comes, Doug. We're going to do a test drive. I'm going to show you again. Well, I can show you this bed here. Right there's a stick, but this bed is nowhere near the several hundred I have seen where they're, you know, bumped, warped, and everything else. This one is nowhere near that, but it has been used. Okay, now we're going to turn the heat on here. And the extra low here, this is your four-wheel drive, and this is first, and then the extra low you have to go four-wheel drive and then way over like that, and then that is your extra low gear there, super low. Now we're going to take it out of four-wheel drive, put it in first, and that's first, second gear, third gear. Very peppy truck. Fourth gear. Matter of fact, one of the other trucks Doug looked at, he put a deposit on for us to do, and you know, Tony drove it. He said, you know, and then I said, well, let's send it back through and let's dial it in more. And then so while we was waiting on that and stuff, we actually, the amazing thing is, we have several exactly what you was looking for, Doug, and we was able to not make you wait or nothing and get you this one. So very thankful for that. We are in fourth here. We're going to fifth. Windshield wipers here, spray works. We are at 90 kilometers, 95 kilometers. We are 100 kilometers. Now, turn signal is on the right side here. Brakes work good, and the heat is actually kicking it. I am going to actually turn it off. It is warm. So, and we'll turn the fan on high. I do like to check that. We do check it and stuff on the test drive. And that works. Matter of fact, I blow dust out all in my face. Whoa, I about backed off in a hole. I can't even see where I'm going, Doug. I did. We're gonna really try the four-wheel drive out. Okay. We're actually sliding a little bit going backwards. All right, here's two-wheel drive. So now let's put it in four-wheel drive. Let's even go over to extra low and up. All right, teeter-tottering a little bit. We did come right out of there. My eyes is watering. Get you a good laugh out of that. So four-wheel drive is working great. And that extra low here, I'm just going to drop the clutch out and sort of show you, Doug. That is your extra low there. Nothing's coming. So now, take it out of four-wheel drive. We're going to go up the hill and stuff. We're going to put it in the strain and show you the power of the truck if I don't stall it out. Let me wipe my eyes. I got stuff all in them. Okay. This is first gear. We're spinning. Throwing some mud off the tires. Second gear, 40 kilometers. Third gear, 60 kilometers. Okay, going to fourth gear. And we're at 70 kilometers. That truck handles very well, and it just turns super quick. So no wear, no play in this one. And now, fourth gear, we're going into fifth gear. And then another thing we're going to do while it's in fifth gear here is we're going to slow this truck way down. We're going to put it in a bind. If it's operating to full potential, it will no problem pick up speed here. We're down to 23 kilometers, and it'll maintain and pick up speed going up this hill here. And you know, we're at a steep grade here, and it's like an S shape. This right here is just putting a strain on your truck, your motor, everything, and it'll pull this hill here. So we're at 25 kilometers here. Fifth gear, no problem. Now I'm going to give it gas, and we're going to gain some speed. And Doug, I hope this video makes you feel just like you're here. That's what you wanted to see. Steadily do that and maintain, and the power of the mini truck here. We're still in fifth gear, and right here we're starting to get to almost level. Now I am going to proceed to mash the pedal to the floor. I was consistently there at about a quarter throttle. Whoops. Well, I had to let out of it some. He's taking up the road, and we have to make room for our farmers. I'm a farmer myself. 70 kilometers now. We're in fifth gear here, and I'll show you up here when I turn around. You can really open them up. It's really not good to do that and over rev them by no means. This is a good comfortable speed here, and I'm not getting on it or nothing now. I'm just staying steady. You know, you really want to run your truck, Doug, at about 55 miles per hour. I mean, this thing handles phenomenal. I can hug this white line here and no problem. I'll do a quick walk around here and one more time, and then I want to make sure I did not miss nothing. And this ain't an absolutely normal video, because I did get to talk to Doug, and he wanted me to really go through and check out the frame and the running of it. And good, you can see that frame there's not been painted or nothing. This is a really good spot. And the way that light's hitting that frame, so that was a smart move on me. I wanted to come up here. Super clean truck here, and it runs phenomenal. You see, no smoke, no blow by, no nothing. That's what you want to see. We've been running it, I guess, probably somewhere around 14-15 minutes. Okay, this is first. Second. Third. And I'm not really over revving it or turning it. We do sort of try to run them a little harder on the test drive and stuff. You're not really designed to really over rev these trucks or nothing. Let's go back into fifth now. And this truck pulls hard too. And what I mean by that is it'll pick up speed and move on out of its tracks. Okay. So, Doug, give me a call, 336-970-3885 if you have any questions and what you thought of the truck or anything like that. See how cold it is. That run that there, it is cold. That's froze there. I rinsed the truck off earlier and the water up there is froze. And if you have any questions, just let me know, Doug. We really want to appreciate your business and say thank you. And thank you for being patient with us. And look forward to talking to you, Doug.